Hello everyone. In this video, I want to discuss how to use Batch API from OpenAI. The Batch API is available for all completion endpoints and for all the text generation tasks. Using the Batch API can save you 50% on cost, making it a very attractive option. So when should you use the Batch API? Well, Batch API is ideal for workloads that are not time sensitive and don't require immediate responses. A great example is incorporating large language model into data pipelines. Okay. Now let's look at how to use Batch API. To use Batch API, this is official documentation. You need to prepare JSON Line files. This is your batch file format. Okay. JSON Line files contain multiple JSON objects, each on a new line. This is an example. This is what it looks like. Creating this file actually is a main task for using Batch API endpoint. Okay. And then once you have the input file, batch input file, you can upload this using the OpenAI client to OpenAI. Okay. Next, you can create the batch job by using the uploaded file. Then you can check on the status. You can check on the status of the batch job. And it will have, those are the list of the status that's possible. And once the batch process is done, you can retrieve the results from the batch process. Okay, so this is a high-level overview of how it will work. And of course, there are a few other steps you can take. One is to cancel a batch. Another one is to list all the batch jobs. And here, as you can see, a lot of models are available for Batch API, and that will save you a lot of money. So let's look at my implementation. So as I mentioned, JSON line file creation is going to be the main task for using Batch API. So I created this class. I call it a JSON line operator. So it takes in a model name and messages. So the message is what I want to put into the JSON line files. And the file name default is output.json line. And then max token, this is a parameter I can change for different tasks. Here I use 1,000. Okay. So in one of the requirement, very important requirement for the JSON line file is to create custom ID. So custom ID will be useful to track every single request in the batch request. Okay, and here this function will take all the messages that I gave to this JSON operator, and then basically put into this format. And then append that into a message list. And here, this utility method is going to write the JSON file into write it out into a JSON file so that the file can get uploaded later. And as you can see, here's a simple example. So this is the model name. I use GPT-4o mini, and here is a list of a message, and it contains a system message and a user message. And then I can just initiate this class and then write out the JSON line file. Okay. So for real, so what is my real use case? So here in my use case, I have a list of images. So my batch job is going to extract some information from list of images. Here, those images are actually the screenshots of OpenAI pricing tables. And so my instruction is for GPT-4o mini to get model information, description, and then the pricing information. Okay, so here I just use this function to loop through the URLs and then basically give the same instruction for every request. And then if I run this script, I will get this batch input JSON line file here, as you can see. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay. All right, so we are ready. So let's hop over to this notebook to do this more interactively. So here I just created the OpenAI client, and then most of the steps here are going to just to be the same as you see in the official documentation. So I take this JSON line file, batch input, and then I can create the files onto the OpenAI platform. And then here I use the files that's created. Here you take the file ID, and then we can submit this batch request. Okay, and here's the response. As you can see, there's a batch ID, and then some timestamps, endpoint, and many other metadata. Okay, and then I can check on the status. As you can see, this is completed. Status is completed. So it's actually very quick. This is completed within maybe 1 minute. Okay. So finally, I want to get the result. So I just take the file. So the result is saved in a file. Okay. And that file is also a JSON line file. So you can get the file ID from the output file ID here. So I get the file ID, and then just put the file ID here, and then I can get the file response. And here is the response content. As you can see, I have the the model ID, obviously, and then I have this content. Those are the response from the model. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this walkthrough. Batch API is a very useful method to to save cost when you use OpenAI. Thank you.